Today, the Executive Director of the Petroleum Authority of Uganda, Ernest Rubondo, conducted a monitoring visit of the Tilenga industrial area to ascertain the progress of the work. According to Rubondo, the contractors are ready to start drilling of oil after compensating 80% of the project-affected persons, and hopes that by June 2025 the country will have its first oil.
Some of these areas were owned by people. They were growing food on them and so on. So the process of acquiring this land is almost complete. In Tilenga, this process is closing to 80%. So over 80% of the areas have now been acquired. Having acquired those areas, they are now doing the preparatory work. They are clearing the areas where the drilling is going to be done.
At the moment, the clearing of the site is underway, and after this, serious construction of infrastructure will commence, and the companies that are going to do the work have already been identified.
These companies, even before you get to them, they have a name to keep for themselves. So as a country, we are lucky that we have good companies on the ground which have standards on their own. That's one aspect. Second, the country has legislation and regulations that are in place. So you don't have to be finding out what you need to do and what you don't need to do. So they just have to follow the laws of the country.
Ernest Rubondo says the rigs that will drill the Tilenga project have started arriving in the country, and one of them has already reached. The project is expected to use 3 rigs.
Some project, very big project, about 4.6 billion United States dollars. We also have the Kingfisher. So the first part of this week, we are visiting the Tilenga project. In the second part of the week, we shall visit the Kingfisher project. The Tilenga project has 2 parts, both of which we have visited. The first one is the part that has to do with the production of oil. So we visited the well pads, which are being prepared, and that is where the wells will be drilled and the oil will be pulled out of the ground.
Petroleum Authority of Uganda says that they are doing the work in accordance with the law and are following guidelines from the National Environment Management Authority and Uganda Wildlife Authority.
They've started setting up the areas where the central processing facility, it's a big facility, it's like similar to a refinery, but it is for cleaning. It is going to be built here, and they've started laying the foundation for that facility.
Over 10 international companies are participating in the work, while some Ugandan companies have also been subcontracted.
Because it is disseminated very often for Ugandan companies and Ugandan people who want to participate in this. This is not complicated at all. You just visit the website of the Petroleum Authority of Uganda. They will direct you how to register on the National Supply Database. Once you've registered on the National Supply Database, you will be invited to workshops where all these opportunities are announced and explained before they are put in the newspapers.
The land acquired will comprise of 95 kilometers of the feeder pipeline, over 160 kilometers of flow lines, well pads, the development of the central processing facility, temporary and permanent operation support base camps, among others. The project commenced last year in June, with its main contractor being Motor Angel at a total cost of $4.6 billion US. Heston Munanura, CTV, PM Edition.